Welcome to Content Breaker. He's Kai. I'm Kelz. Of course, we're joined by Strangely Entertaining.
Hello.
And this week is kind of casual. We're talking about shows that you just put on. First off, gentlemen, how we doing? Kai, how you doing?
I'm doing well. At least that's what I tell myself. So, yeah.
I feel that. Strange, how you
Just
doing?
like, I had to think about it. I'm like, it could be worse. So
That
I'm
was
doing
a
well.
very,
Yeah, you know, I'm still alive and all. Yeah, could not be. So,
Yeah,
you know,
true.
there's always the silver lining.
Everywhere will be decapitated by a giant mythical whale.
Damn.
very specific, but all right, cool.
What show is that you just put up? We'll get to it. Strange, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm happy. I have good news today. I got good news today.
Congratulations.
Man, you got a
Thank you.
loving wife, two
I'll
fun
be a uncle.
cats, and motherfucking Metroid Prime remaster that we've been waiting for years for.
Oh,
I hate
Like,
you,
fuck-
man.
Yeah, fuck you in this Switch console. You just getting the revival of ages. Like way back, it was about Metroid, Metroid Infection or whatever the
Dread.
fuck it was. Oh,
Close.
Dread, yes.
Dread. No, you know what? I'm trying now to channel this energy because maybe I just have this energy that can just make things appear. I'm trying to channel it into Noragami Season 3. I've been trying.
Good luck,
It
King.
will happen.
I've written letters.
man.
Look, if we
All
got
I'm
these
saying-
Metroid games to come back after all these years, we gotta channel it, man.
Yo, motherfucking Devil is a part-timer came back out of nowhere. So,
I just pray Noragami gives us a better treatment than that. I'm rooting for a Fruits Baskets 2019 or a Bleach 1,000 Year Blood War arc. Like, give it.
yes, but don't take 10 years. Wait a minute.
Yes. I mean, yeah, I was like, we're actually on year 11 now that I thought about it. Or, no, we're on year 9 because season 2 ended. No, we're on year 9.
We're inching towards it.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no,
But-
we're on year 10. Oh, my gosh.
There's no way.
This is the year.
It's
There's
just
no way.
2023,
This is the
bro.
year.
Season 2 ended in 2013. This is 10 years. We're old.
Okay.
We just talking origami.
That being said, you know, we can't just wait on Noragami. And Noragami's not the only thing we've watched. Sometimes you want to experience a show that has a compelling plot or a unique situation. Something that is an adventure and is worth the investment of your time and attention span. But sometimes there's a show that you just want to put on for a number of reasons. That may be you're looking for a vibe that you can't get anywhere else. That may be you're just looking for a show that's familiar and comfy. Or that may just be you want to fill time with some fun trash. That's what we're talking about today. Shows to just put on. That said, let's get into the first category. Shows that give you a vibe that you can't get anywhere else. Gentlemen, what's one of yours?
Chicago Fire. I'm just kidding. I've never watched
Chicago
that.
Fire.
I've never watched that.
What?
I see it advertised everywhere. I've never
Grey's
watched.
Anatomy.
Oh, no.
I mean, that is a vibe, but I don't know if it's the vibe we're looking for specifically.
I don't even know what that
NCIS
show's about.
Miami.
Oh, yeah, that's the vibe.
It's about nothing, as far as I remember.
It's
Well-
about
Oh.
firefighting in Chicago and relationship drama. Probably.
You know, I'm going to be real with y'all. I think a vibe show for me. Like, what is a vibe? Let's clarify what a vibe is. I can be like, yo.
So,
I think
so
you're the expert on vibes, though.
for me,
Why? Because I
Of-
practice witchcraft?
No.
Oh, I thought that would be the.
For me, a vibe is a specific feeling that the show invokes that nothing else does the same job. So for me, One example would be JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. JoJo's feels like nothing else out there, right? It fits into the shonen genre. Action, violence, gore, mystery. It does all of these things that nothing else can do quite like it, right? You have other shonen shows. You even have the show that it initially, took homage from with Fist of the North Star. But even then, JoJo's is so unique that the vibe it provides every part, you just can only get from JoJo's. So when I want that vibe, I put on JoJo's.
That's fair. By that logic, I have to go, one of my three-headed goats, which is Fruits Baskets.
Yes.
Because that Fruits Basket provides a vibe of like such a perfect balance of comedy, intense emotion, like self-worth. Like, I've never met a show that builds you up while it tears you down, while it makes you laugh, while it makes you think, while it makes you miss, while it makes you appreciate. Like, it's like a smorgasbord of everything, but being handed to you at one time.
Yeah.
And like I could probably rewatch Fruits Baskets like once a year for the rest of my life and not get over it. I don't do that because there are some episodes, like when I watch Fruits Basket weekly, I would literally watch the episode and come back 2 days later and watch it again because there's some things that I would miss. And like each time I got that feeling evoked. Like the last season, like the post-hospital scene with like the running, you know what I'm talking about? Like the chase scene. And then the whole spinny, you know what I'm talking about? Like that hits, bro. Like that amount of catharsis, I don't think I could feel from like anything else. And just like the reassurance, and even because I know at least Strange got this far, the stuff about being, what was it? I'm gonna telling myself right now in the Fruits Basket community, but the back, something about your back.
With the plum on the back, everybody's a rice ball with a plum on their back, and they can't see how great they are because it's behind them. Yeah.
That
Fruits Baskets.
thank you. Like so many quotables, bro. And that, and about like the dishes, like and eating soba with friends when you got so much and you feel overwhelmed in life. Where do you start? And Shroney's like, you start at your feet. I'm like, oh. Like, goated, bro. Goated. Strange, finish it or I'll strangle you. I probably shouldn't put that on the record. But yeah.
Well, we do that. We do that in Fruits Baskets too.
Yeah.
You're
not wrong.
It's a vibe. Like a show that I would relate to it, but just doesn't hit exactly the same way. Is like Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I was going to say that one as well.
This is a really great show that fits in the same market as Fruits Baskets, and I would go back and watch it again, but it doesn't have exactly the same impact with the exact same variety of characters and consistency over 62 episodes. This is 12 episodes in a movie. Good, fun, but like we don't go on the exact same crazy ride that we do with Fruits Baskets. So yeah, absolutely, 100% agree.
True.
I also agree that Strange should finish this show.
It will happen, I promise. One day.
let me tell you.
season 3, it will happen.
2042, Strange finishes Fruits Baskets.
Hey,
when that OST hit, like you know what I'm talking about, the one with like the bell, Kelz,
Yes.
like where it's like when that OST hits, oh man, Oh. But Strange, tell us about one of your vibes because I know you got them. Very interested to see they are.
I mean, another vibe. Like, Fairy Tale is just a nice, relaxing. Sure, it's sometimes like stressful, but just the music itself kind of lends to the emotion of Fairy Tale, and it just like has like a vibe to it. Like whenever that Fairy Tale theme comes on.
OST.
It just
Yes.
OST, man. And just
And-
going back, and it's just so comfortable too, because you're like, yeah, there's not too many stakes. I already know what's gonna happen. You know, it's like, it's good. It's good
that's
stuff.
That's the thing I love about Fairy Tale for what it is. Like, even the stakes of the investment that is expected of you, the viewer, is incredibly low, right? So you just show up and you have a good time.
That's all.
And here's the crazy thing for me as well, about Fairy Tale. It's Fairy Tale. There's 3 different, vibes that we have here, and Fairy Tale is in each one of them. And much like Fairy Tale, like when I listen to the OST, like the Fairy Tale OST, I generally can listen to that when I'm sad and it has a certain meaning, when I'm hype, when I'm just like living life. Like Fairy Tale is very it doesn't fit. It fits in all of the categories while fitting in none. But if you're Kelz, you'll say it fits firmly in me.
Oh, yeah.
Finish the series and then come back and tell me.
I will
Even
say
though you
it
probably
again.
will. Probably will. But 100-Year Quest, though, is crazy. I can't wait for that to get animated.
All I'm saying, we got 1,000-Year Blood War arc, 100-Year Quest, probably going to be the King of Med again.
No. That's going to be...
Okay.
I mean,
we'll
Boruto
see.
isn't even the king of mid
We'll
because
see.
it's trash.
Oh,
Hey,
no,
that's
fuck Boruto, yeah.
I was going to say, that's the Otsutsuki War arc, which... Why? I feel like it's disrespectful to put war in that title, but okay.
All I'm saying
They're
was
fighting
I love,
dinosaurs right now. I think.
I love when Naruto Shippuden ended with the murder of Madara. Like, man, what a great
That's
way
crazy.
to end the series.
And then Neji got released from the Infinite Tsukiyomi and then
Yeah.
grew up to marry Tintin and give her purpose and meaning.
No, Neji died before that, unfortunately.
I refuse to believe it.
No, we can't retcon everything now.
We're at least retconning that. Dang it. But yeah, no. Another one that gives me that vibe. I know you put this on here, Kelz, but I gotta steal it because it's just such a Sailor Moon, man. Like Sailor Moon.
Yep.
Ever since I was little, Sailor Moon and my other pick on this list were the first 2 anime that I watched, and my gosh, man, like. Anytime I turn Sailor Moon on, it's an instant flashback to a simpler time, but also it's one of those ones for me. I know this might sound sacrilege because the dub cut so much, but the dub is my baby. I have watched the sub, and I will go back and watch the sub and dub, but for accuracy's sakes, I'll watch the sub if I'm being technical. But there's something about that Serena. Damien or Darren. See, I just got Mamoru in my head now. I can't remember his.
Yeah, fucking half weeb over here. But yeah, I think it was Darian.
Yeah, Darian. It's just. Oh, there's, and I don't even know. It's fun fact about me. When I was little, Sailor Mercury was my favorite because she was blue. And growing up was realizing that she was probably my least favorite, but I refused to give her that because she's still blue. So sorry, Sailor Jupiter, you have to catch this stray only because Sailor V, aka
That's what I'm
Saturn,
talking about.
is the goat, and then after
Sailor
her,
V is Venus.
yeah, Venus. My bad, Venus.
Yeah.
I always think of Saturn and her scythe. Or is it Pluto that has a scythe? There's
Oh,
so
it's
many.
Pluto.
Yes, Saturn
That's
has.
Pluto. Pluto's got a staff.
Yeah, okay, Saturn has a scythe. Pluto is time. Saturn is
Saturn and Jupiter. Anyways,
our outer
Yeah.
senshi.
outer
Anyway,
Senshi.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
one she has a scythe.
Vibes.
But
Yeah, vibes.
but Sailor Venus is by far the most superior Sailor. Only followed by Sailor Mars, because Sailor Mars is also. But yeah, growing up was realizing they're the best one, and Usagi is dead mid. Love her to death.
Yeah, how you
And
gonna
then-
have a shonen excuse me, not a shonen protagonist. My bad.
Shoujo.
How you gonna have a protagonist that is middle of the pack? Ain't even the best motherfucker, but just due to circumstances has this responsibility. This is one of the reasons why Sailor Moon is so good.
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind
Usagi
of
isn't the-
inspirational a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah. You don't have to be, the best. You don't have to have good grades or nothing. But when it's time for you to save the world, you got to do your duty.
But it's time for you
And
to
you
bend
can.
reality. You gotta come back in. That's all.
Yeah, it's time for you to reincarnate.
I'm
That's
still
what
like,
Sailor Moon R stands for.
I'm still like, is Sailor Chibi Serena's daughter or Usagi's daughter or like Moon
Yep.
Princess's daughter? Like, it's just
There's no
that's
difference.
something.
There's no difference.
Yes.
But she reincarnated, so like, is she the
It's the
daughter
same-
before the reincarnation or like,
No, she's
I need
she's
to
a daughter
rewatch
from
that
a
one.
different timeline.
yeah, which
But still, also still Usagi from We Made It to the Future.
yeah, Dark
And
Lady for the
memory.
win though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so like Sailor Moon is just iconic because, you know, it fathered, or I guess mothered, all these other magical girl anime. Like everybody follows. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Mew Mew Power or Tokyo Mew Mew to be correct to the source material. And the reboot was actually really good. I gotta finish it. But we have a season 2 confirmed for the reboot after that. But that's another one of my favorite magical girl anime, and that it's so copy and paste
Yeah.
from Sailor Moon.
Oh my god, don't get me started. I love Precure. I love
yeah.
the fact that Precure exists.
I'm sure you do.
Precure is also just like the Beyblades of Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, it's just let's make a show that's for children. That's, you know, diluting the formula, but also its own IP.
That won't sell as well, but it's still somehow relevant.
Oh my
bit.
god, no, it sells.
It
like
sells
hotcakes.
crazy,
Oh,
man. Like
we're
people
on like
love
season
Precure.
15 of Precure.
I'm
Yeah,
still
no.
mad that like I watched one season for a podcast, our other one, and we never
Yep.
did it. I will forever be salty about that.
No. We talked about Precure.
Oh, we did? Maybe I blocked it. No.
Yes.
What it was, we did one, but we were gonna do the other one as well, like the ocean, like beach one, or whatever, and then we didn't do that one. Like it was the like sequel, like Pretty Cure something,
Okay.
where they were like mermaids, and I was like,
Yeah.
It's
Like
just
Tropical
50
Paradise or something.
yeah, and we didn't do that one. And I had watched it, and I was like, I wasn't mad because I didn't want to talk about it, but I was just like, that's like 40 episodes of my life that I can never get back.
What else are you doing? You know.
I could have been, you know, watching Ogia sooner than I did, or watching. Still haven't watched.
Time well spent. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
there's some prolific stuff I haven't watched. I'm sure.
You have learned the value of Precure, even if it's just not really that worth it.
Yeah, I mean, it
But
was
yeah,
still.
Sailor Moon, the OG. Yeah, absolutely. You know, the music, the animation style, you know, even though the fact that season 1 is literally, it's 40 episodes long and half of that is, you know, filler for broadcast television. Even though that's the fact, you know, you still get the chance to spend all this time with all of these characters and get to experience the action. You know, kind of Monster of the Week, but it's still a good time.
I still
Absolutely.
gotta watch Crystal. I have not.
I got an opinion about Crystal because the statement that I just said, you know, we cut the filler that's not in the manga, but also by cutting the filler, we lose out on the character development for
Yeah.
each and every Sailor Senshi. You know,
And that's kind of like, you know, completely tangent, but that's kind of what makes fillers so important back in the early days. Like, it adds to the characters.
if
like-
it's well used and continued, and it's just not like this story no longer matters.
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
entertaining, not like the Bound Arc and Bleach, but yeah, you know.
Or all of 240 episodes of Boruto.
Fighting
Or not,
dinosaurs in the ninja world for no reason. It's great.
Or not like the last arc of Fairy Tail that we definitely got halfway through. When the new Erasion Sace comes back, it was game over for me, man. No, excuse me, not even that. When the Butt Gang came back for a
Jiggle Butt,
second episode
Yeah.
in the same damn arc, nope.
Mashima is wild for that one because I think there's like a spirit bomb thing that happens towards the end. And I'm pretty sure they show up for that. Like, it is just, I'm like, why? Why?
Yeah.
Don't let me get on a tangent with fairy tale, because I'm like, is fairy glitter even actually useful?
Yes.
Who knows?
Oh, once.
Once.
Maybe.
But not for Kana.
But fairy
Anyways.
law though, and fairies. Anyway, oh yeah, fairy
Yeah,
spirit.
like-
Anyway, okay,
oh,
we
fairy
need
spirit.
it.
Anyway, okay.
You haven't heard about fairy spirit yet.
So-
But
Let
you
me
gentlemen,
let me tell you about one of mine.
Okay.
There's a show that fits a vibe that I can't find anywhere else. And it
There you
checks
go.
all the boxes for me. Music, story, length for being able to sit down and
Oh, I know.
experience it at my convenience. And that is
One Piece.
the opposite of One Piece. It's the 6-episode OVA that is Gainax flexing their shit after all the sadness they've put out. It's Fooly Cooly.
A vibe. Holy Cooley is a vibe. Yeah.
It is a whole. I don't know what vibe it is, but it is definitely a vibe. It's very memorable. Very memorable.
Yes, you know, it's engaging. It's fun. It's got the bomb ass Pillows soundtrack, and they come back for the later reboots, and they're probably the best part of it. Like I
Yeah.
know the songs from the new Pillows tracks, even though I haven't watched Progressive or whatever the other one was called.
I don't remember.
One with the cat.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
no,
first
I tried to
6
watch it.
episodes, man. The first 6 episodes are
Bangers.
just an experience and a dedication of love from these animators and storytellers that you're just like, I'm along for the ride. I may not give half for what the fuck is going on, but that's okay. I'm here for the experience. I'm here for the way this makes me feel about the shit. Fully Cooley is my shit.
Yeah, no, Fully Cooley got it. Fully Cooley is so goated. Strange.
Well, I don't know. Do you want to say it or do you want me to say it?
I mean, I kind of took Kelz, so it's only right that you take.
Okay.
I'll add on to it.
Whichever.
Let me tell you. I know we joked about it earlier, but let me tell you about One Piece though. It is such a different vibe from all the other kind of shonen-y type stuff. Like not like there's so many life lessons you can learn. There's so many different things you can take away from it. The soundtrack is amazing. The characters are amazing. You gotta love / probably hate, one of them, but most of the time you love them all. The Straw Hats are just like, they're just so fun to watch, and people say some of the best episodes are where they're just chilling on the ship, and I kind of agree with that. Like, not when we're in the middle of an arc and big things are happening and we're learning about the world. It's no, just sitting back chilling on the ship and going back and watching clips or rewatching kind of the older episodes. Or it's such a different vibe and it reminds me of childhood a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, the thing that separates One Piece from, like you touched on, is like vibes. I actually got into like a Twitter argument. This person on Twitter was saying about how One Piece is just like a normal shonen, and it's about how one character just ate a devil fruit, kind of goofs around and discovers the world, and people like give it all this credit. And I was like, bro, I didn't even watch One Piece. Because in the second episode, we learned about the world government and world power being corrupt. And like, there's so many like messages. Like, One Piece does a job of giving life lessons and just like talks about equality and all this stuff without being preachy and like self-indulgent. Like, all of the Fishman Island is the best allegory of racism that I've seen in anime. And it's like, okay, people like hurt people. Like, we see that with Arlong. Like, he was hurt, so he hurt other people, continuing that cycle. And then so much that there was a rule by the hurt people, we don't help the people that hurt us. Then you have Jinbei, who is a pirate, who says, screw the laws. This character saved us, and he needs blood or he's going to die. I'm a pirate. I'm gonna do it, and that's kind of like the encapsulation of what One Piece is about. Being pirates not for being bad, but living your own freedom. And like, the overall One Piece is just so good. I could go on a whole video essay about the greatness of One Piece and how
Do it then.
1,000. I will.
Right
keep saying
after the last.
Me and
video
Strange gotta
was
finish
done.
this video. We
finish
just
this
gotta
one.
edit it, and then it'll be out. So, but yeah,
Looking forward to
after that, yeah, most definitely. But One Piece the goat. It's part of the three-headed goat for me. And just bringing up the last head of the goat, Yu Yu Hakusho, man. Like Yusuke Urameshi, Kuwabara, Hiei, Kurama, the 4 coldest mofos you will ever meet on your television screen, bruh. Like, I'm talking, like, I don't even care, man. I could have them at a grocery store, and I would throw my money at the Platinum Edition remastered that costs $400 because it's just, it's,
My hoe has to buy trying to buy the 30th anniversary soundtrack on vinyl for like $119, and it's just like,
send me the link.
but I ain't, 12-inch singles. Oh, it's worth it, but
Hey, as soon as I get this record player, I know the first thing I'm putting in. So, like, thank you for waking me up. What you mean? Smile bomb all the way.
oh, you may know Bakudan. Excuse me.
But yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho has, I will say it. I know a lot of people said To Your Eternity is now has the best first episode in the anime, but for me, hands down, Yu Yu Hakusho has the best first episode of any anime that I've watched. It has one of the best conclusions, I would say, as well. Like, even though it's not the conclusion that I like, there could have been a better conclusion, but it was the best.
The final arc could have been better.
Yes.
Like we set up this whole, political drama, and it turns into another fucking tournament arc. But the final fight in the tournament arc was lit.
Yes. And the fact that Strange said he's gonna watch this, so I'm not gonna like spoil it for him. But like the way the final fight went, like completely blew my expectations. I was like, oh, we got main character, so yes. And I was like, nope, didn't happen. I was like, oh, okay. And then the returning beach episode, the best beach episode of all time. Check out our beach podcast for that. Just Kuwabara's quote, like, a mulberry is a tree and Kuwabara is a man, like, goated, iconic quote.
Yes.
Botan is probably, I know I've said this 1,000 times, but probably most likely my first actual waifu. Like, mad love for Botan, mad love for Keiko.
Shout out to runner up with the ring girls and announcers from the Dark
Oh
Tournament.
yeah, like whoever they are. That's probably why Zog's
Whoever they
got
are.
some. Yeah, I forget their names, but like, shout out Zog if you know, you know. But yeah, no, you and like the Toguro fight and like that whole thing. Like, also Shinsui is like top shonen villain, bruh.
Oh my
Never
God.
gets enough credit.
Yeah,
Never gets enough credit.
And the way that Yu Yu Hakusho sets you up and does a tournament arc so incredibly well. And you're like, okay, well, what's coming next? And we pivot the show in an entirely new direction. And it works. It's one of the greatest things about Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yes, like the Dark Tournament is one of the greatest shonen arcs of all time. Like, I can't say it's the best because it's got some contention from some One Piece arcs, definitely some Full Metal Alchemist arcs, but like, it's, I mean, contention, but not like it's better than them. Like, I mean, Dark Tournament. You know what? Dark Tournament, the best shonen arc of all time. Like, I said it there.
Well,
In contention.
yeah.
But yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho just had that vibe, and that amount of drip in the characters. Like, the coolest characters in anime come from Yu Yu Hakusho, man. Like, there is like the fits, bro. Like, this is actually an anime where we see the outfits change. I'll never forget like the episodes where like we're prelude to the Shinsui stuff, and we're like back in the real world after the Dark Tournament, and like Botan's got the fit, freaking Keiko's got the fit, Yusuke, Kuwabara, even Hiei. Man, Karama, like freaking Yukino, like everybody's just fitted up out the wahoo, bruh, and it is a vibe. Like, oh Lord, bury me in you. But yeah, yeah. Oh, also, quick shout out High School DxD for being an anime that you can't find the vibe from anywhere else because. Like, I will say this, there are very few harem anime that have a good actual plot and story. Like, you've got, I mean, I would say quintessential quintuplets, but it had a trash ending.
Well, I
We
would
all
say
know
that
the
arc
plot.
is good. Excuse me. My bad. My bad.
Because the plot, if we isolated Aincrad, yes.
One Piece.
One Piece is not a harem anime.
Bullshit.
Don't you ever. I can,
Also, haven't made it past Arlong Park. My bad.
man doesn't even know who Boa is. Like,
I don't know. It's a whole cast, you know.
But yeah, no. High School DxD has like a really, like, it teeters the line for what his plot is. Like taking out all the sexual stuff, like the stuff that like High School DxD deals with. Is like with the whole stuff with the church being the enemy and like just stuff that happened and like that's like
Okay, I will give it that High School DxD has a plot. Right. It's not just a plot to get them to fuck. The plot and everything else are connected, but not directly influencing each other for the progress of the series. Yes, that's what makes High School DxD interesting. Because if you wanted everything else, you would just go to,
yeah,
the other documentaries.
yeah, .coms.
But yes, High School DxD, a fun time. One other show I want to mention that you really can't get anywhere else in the modern day is Megalobox, right? It's got this classic animation feel in a 12-episode format that tells you a complete story that you can go back and engage with. To my discredit, I haven't watched the second season. It's in,
Nomad. Yeah,
I haven't watched Nomad, which is a continuation of the vibe, but
it's a lot.
Yeah, for me, Megalobox just sits in my mind as a show that works really hard to be something unique. And I would put on again in a heartbeat, given nothing else is on.
That's fair. Fair.
That said, sometimes there's shows that come on, say it's on cable or something, you just sitting there vegging out on the couch, that are familiar and comfy. And you may not go out of your way to find it, but when it comes on, you're like, could be worse. What are some of the shows that come on that you've already seen that you're absolutely willing to rewatch an episode of?
So I understood misunderstood that could be worse because I was like, oh yeah, that's why I put I'm just gonna start with the one that fits the bill. Blade, man. Like Blade is I will come across Blade clips on YouTube and I am gone for the rest of the day. Cause it's like I think I saw it like a week or two ago. It was like it was the Tyson versus not Tala, but like the last guy G Revolution at like the lion dark bid beast there in the crater. I don't know, but that dude who was like a perfectionist and never lost and was like yada 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 yada. And it was like the final fight of G Revolution, bro. And they're in like this giant crater and they're like running and everybody like jumps in the crater. And I'm just like, this is spinning tops, man. Spinning tops with magical dragons inside them. So I'm just like, bruh, but they're going ham, bruh. And then I was like, all right, down the rabbit hole I go. I'm on the Kai and Tala fight in like the freaking Max, like, and his team, like, and all that. And I'm just like, yo, Blade is like freaking iconic. And it's such a comfortable show because it just takes me back to the days of Jetix and like Toon Disney.
Yo,
literally, you talking about that just reminded me that I somehow, somewhere, played the video game for Beyblade. That was amazing. That was an amazing game. I wish I could find that again.
Tournament arc. Yeah. But
Yo, we bring this up, and I got two that come to mind, right? Metabots, because it's same vibe, but also so smart and fun. And in that same vibe too. No, not Cubics.
Fighting Foodons?
Not fighting Foodons, but fighting Foodons is fun too. No, Zatch Bell.
Yeah.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I think Zatch Bell kind of takes it up above that. We didn't.
Zatch Bell would probably go in the last category, right? Because like Zatch Bell was like probably I'm actually watching anime. Like I'm aware, because that was Fulgore was my first introduction to anime weird shit. Because like of course you had Sailor Moon and Yu Yu Hakusho, but those are still like grounded in somewhat reality. But like Fulgore just being outlandish and his just pure Japanese gags and like walking 400 and then like all of Ponyta and Sunbeam, bro.
Yeah.
Just, like, oh my god, you awoken a memory in me, Kelz, because Zatch Bell is so goated, and the fact that so the manga has come back for a continuation, and there's talks of like finishing the like English dub or like remastering Zatch Bell so we can get like this content of the continuation, since the manga overseas has been popular and we're gonna get an American serialization for it. So fingers crossed, because if Zatch Bell can come back, Noragami can come back.
I know. That's what, look, if we get Zatch
You can
Bell
dodge a
before
car,
Noragami-
you can dodge it.
Bro.
But no, I am so hopeful. Zatch Bell, but yeah, you
Just every
Triggered
time,
me.
every time I think of that one episode, it just, it just
I don't
makes
know what
me-
episode I'm thinking of.
The girl with the pink hair. I always forget her name though.
Tia?
Not Tia. The other one.
Oh, you mean the episode where she was like, I don't want to fight
wanna
anymore, and she
fight,
got turned
yeah.
into a demon, and then she killed herself?
Yo.
It was-
What?
It was like episode 5, bruh.
5.
Where like,
This is
oh
like
my-
I just love that Zatch Bell is like Metabots and Yu Yu Hakusho combined.
yeah, man, that show is dark but so good. Like, oh my god, Sherry and Zophis with the mind control.
Mhm.
Sherry trying to kill herself. Oh my gosh, bruh. Anyway, let's move on to that. I am going to go
That's what
down
I'm
the
saying. I think
rabbit hole.
Zatch Bell's a little up, but
To
yeah.
something entirely different. Let's take it to Nickelodeon.
Oh lord,
A
So
lot
much
of
Nickelodeon
comfortable
is on this list.
Fat Boy and Chum. I'm just kidding. That's
No.
ass. I hated that show.
The
That was
Bubble
ass.
Guppies.
Huh?
Bubblegum.
I gotta look that one up. I don't know what that is. The
Sounds
Bubble-
familiar, but
I'm kidding, dudes. I think I don't know. Anyways, let's start OG with SpongeBob. The
Oh, hell
classic
no, not the Bubble
SpongeBob.
Guppies. Oh yeah. Oh man, this iconic. Like SpongeBob might be. SpongeBob might be like. Might be one of the most iconic. It is one of the most iconic works of fiction. Like just everywhere. Like. I can. SpongeBob was a meme generator without even trying. Like before memes were
Yeah.
even a thing. Like we tried burning it and shredding it, but in the end, we ended up giving it away. I'm getting back in line. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Just all of
like it is just so quotable and just so like, oh, you know, there's nothing else on. Oh, it's SpongeBob. I love SpongeBob. I remember this episode. Ha ha ha. This is hilarious, as it always was. Still funny. Hey, I understand that joke now. That's even better than before.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
SpongeBob, just all of the memories, all of the good times.
you never think
as you
like
mentioned.
a show about a sponge underwater would like do well.
It's deeper than that.
It's deeper.
It is.
Because Bikini Bottom is like the nuclear testing at Bikini Atoll caused all of this radiation to make sentient mutated life, right?
Mr. Krabs lives in Bikini Bottom.
Yeah, it's
Open your third eye.
This is why we friends. But no, SpongeBob definitely one of those comfortable shows that I haven't turned it on in forever, but I need to, man. I definitely need to. There's so much I miss.
I don't know if the new seasons are like on
I ain't
par.
watching those.
But yeah, going back.
that's why
you know,
I specified old
Yeah,
SpongeBob,
yeah,
not
the
the
old
new
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
The old Nickelodeon is goated. The new Nickelodeon, and I'm talking about like anything post 2011 is trash. Like
yeah, after they made Avatar, it was game over.
yeah, like Avatar was goated, which I should probably put in the previous category. But another Nickelodeon show that falls into that old guard is Fairly Odd Parents, man. Like Fairly Odd Parents is so funny, and again, just in the same vein as SpongeBob. Like where'd you get heat vision? Internet.
Internet.
My dreams died long ago. How long ago? How old are you? Like everything.
We're going to Escalator Land. Where's the ride? This is the ride.
And like the George Bush jokes. I want to press the button. You can't press the button. The president. Oh boy, I can't go anywhere without my button. It'll destroy the whole world.
Knocking over the salt shaker.
Sir, did you just knock over the salt shaker next to the nuclear launch code Pluto destroying button? Oh, whoops, yes I did. Did you accidentally press the button, sir? Whoops.
This is where I would put my whatever the fuck he said. If I had one.
This is where I put my trophy. If I had one. Timmy, you're not supposed to be on those websites, but that's my teacher.
Well, he does look good.
Oh God.
Dinkleberg.
Everything I touch dies. Oh, Dinkleberg, come give my wife a concussion. What got me, what gets me every time is just how, like, I don't know, it's so simple. Just like when Timmy's parents got superpower, or no, it was like shape of a shark, just like form of a bucket of water. And I like, that always gets me, bro. Like, and just the whole Crimson Shin motif when like the brass knuckle was having a redemption arc, and the Crimson Chin was like sucks loose. Just beat him up anyway. Oh, Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, the older episodes definitely. A lot of the new
Freaking-
stuff is just awful, but
Tim Skylark was a bop, bro. Like I'm shining teeth that sparkle. Man, I low key want that at my wedding, man. Like that is a bop. Like
We go play
make sure
Icky.
you have good teeth.
We go play
so
Icky
so
Vicky at
Shiny
your wedding.
Teeth and Me next to Icky Vicky, next to Road to Viridian City, next to Digimon theme song. Next
Oh
to,
man, listen. Road to Viridian City, like that's a wrap. I might walk out the damn wedding myself.
That's it. That's how you walk out.
Kai, it's not
That's how
real.
you
Come
leave.
back. You have to marry.
Nah, man, that's gonna be your walkout song. Like,
Yeah.
when it's time for the actual ceremony, we're gonna play Power Lines Eye to Eye, and she's gonna have to step up on a box for the vows.
It's gonna be the greatest.
Unless she's gonna be 7 foot tall,
Which
that
I
might
don't
just
discriminate,
work
you
out,
know. Like, yeah, we might have we go in the NBA. She's 7 foot tall. The child's already in the NBA
Somebody
ticket.
gotta make the WNBA, salary for us, shit.
Mhm. We gonna be good for about like 3 months, and then I'm gonna have to get a job.
I mean, you know a couple of them in the industry, so like it's an
Yeah.
option.
True,
Don't count yourself out, player.
true. Hey,
So,
But this-
for other folks of us who won't have a 7 foot tall WNBA player that we know from college, some of us have to make our lover. And that winds up with Nickelodeon's My life as a teenage robot.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I misheard that. I was like,
yeah,
I
maybe
can make it
misheard
work. I'm a professional.
Lord,
so
hottest take. Hold up for me.
No, going
no,
back.
that's
you
fine.
know,
Like, yeah,
it's like watching Tough Puppy and shit. You know?
Oh God, tough puppy ass.
But
the only thing I remember from Tough Puppy that was actually like funny, and I don't know why it makes me laugh so much, maybe because it's my sense of humor, was the chameleon. Whenever he would see a silverfish on the floor, the bug, he was just like, "Ooh, silverfish," and he would just eat it. I don't know why. That was the funniest, but I don't remember anything else about Tough Puppy.
yeah,
That's all you need.
That's all I remember.
Life as a teenage robot fits in this vibe that because it's nostalgic, we'd go back and experience it again. Even
Yeah.
though we see the seams of quality now, it's like, oh, I remember that being funny. Okay. In the same idea, but not quite. You know, this is close to Fairly Odd Parents and quality and remembrance for me. Danny Phantom.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Danny Phantom is definitely one of these shows that I go back and it is familiar and comfy. Like
Yep.
the whole freaking the movie where he went to the future and he was evil, like still holds up, like solid.
What a
The whole-
unexpected twist too at the time. I was like, what?
The ghostly well, that was iconic, bruh. Like
I was
especially
like,
how they
whoa.
introduced it. Like, man, that was Danny Phantom. Oh, yeah.
If only season 3 was just a bit better, but the rest of the show still holds up pretty good. Like to just go back and just kind of like rewatch it.
Danny Phantom owes me an apology for the toxic women I dated. Because it
Bruh.
was the episode with Ember where like she had cast a love spell and Danny had fell in love with Sam. They were going to the concert and Sam had that fiddle and I was like,
That's like saying the Hex Girls are the reason you like
yes!
women.
Yes! Thank you.
And also that's
Yes.
a problem.
It's not a problem, but like there are certain issues that come along with that type of lifestyle that I was not ready for
Yeah.
in my adolescence and current life. But no, definitely Hex Girls. Definitely like put a spell on you, Earth, Wind, Fire, and Air, or whatever it was, like Earth, Wind, and Air, like. Man, Freddie dropped the bag, bruh. Freddie dropped the bag. I don't care what anybody says, but definitely, nah, man. Any one of them Hex Girls, bruh. Let them have an assistant, too. That's my end. Over.
That being said, Scooby-Doo is one of those shows to look back on. And you're just like, even from the 60s, like even, you know, at 2 p.m. when you watch on Cartoon Network and it's 60s Scooby-Doo reruns, you're like, I feel it.
Bro, when I was sad, I would watch What's New Scooby-Doo, and I would not be sad anymore. Like, I kid you not. When I was a little, like, What's New Scooby-Doo was my comfort show. And maybe that's my problem in life now. Maybe I need to rewatch What's New Scooby-Doo. Because,
Hey,
like, and
you
the
never
movies,
know.
man. Like, the last one I remember being good was, I think, the Australian one, and then they lost me.
That was the
Um,
Vampire
hey,
Mountain. Yeah,
mean-
only because the Hex Girls came back in that one. That was the
You
only
mean that Scooby-Doo goes to WrestleMania is not on your list?
No.
No, that and the Kiss one were two ones that I saw that made me lose hope in it.
You mean that Scooby-Doo... Oh, so, excuse me. Straight out of nowhere, Scooby-Doo meets Courage the
Courage-
Cowardly
It was
Dog?
okay.
It was
Is it on
adequate.
your list?
Yeah, it was okay. It was like the thing we needed, but or the thing
No,
that should have
no,
happened a long time ago.
Yes.
We didn't
No,
need-
because it just makes sense. But like it was okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'd say like in the best Scooby Doo, like okay, quick tangent. What is the best Scooby Doo movie for y'all? This is a
movie?
question. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about the series because we all know that's What's New Scooby Doo. Simple Plan killed that. Like
Best movie? I don't know.
Yeah.
The one that I remember most fondly is Cyber Chase.
Cyber Chase was
Cyber
fire.
Chase. Like Zombie Island was good. That was the first
Zombie
one.
Island was actually scary. That one actually messed me up as a kid.
I always get it mixed up because I think it's the second one, but it's like the fourth one or the which
What's
one?
the name of it?
The witch.
The
one.
Witch Ghost Doctor, yeah, the one with the Hex
Yeah.
Girls. Yeah, the witch.
Was that
Witch's
the
Ghost.
second one?
No, that was like the fourth.
Yeah, that's what.
Just like you
so which
said.
one was the second one? I can't remember. Oh, the
Uh,
aliens! The aliens!
Oh yeah,
I love that one.
Oh, the aliens one was goated, bro. Because Shaggy actually found love, and of course she was a freaking alien.
Hey,
That's what I'm talking about.
they said.
I mean,
match
she had to
made in
leave. I
heaven.
didn't care that she was an alien, but I would say either for me, it would probably either be like the alien one. Cyber Chase actually was super scary to me because that thing disturbed me, like the blue lightning thing.
Really, the virus.
I gotta say, yeah, the virus disturbed me, bro. But the way they found out who he was, I was like, yay, actual logic. But my favorite movie would probably be, I think I would have to say either Alien Invasion or the Scooby Doo and like Shaggy Scrappy Doo Monster Island.
where the
Or,
one
or
where
Scooby
they...
turned or Scooby or Shaggy turned into a werewolf.
Oh, was that the one where they went to the school
Yeah.
and they taught all the monster
Yeah.
girls? That was funny. That was
Yeah,
hilarious.
that one was hilarious.
It's
That
just
was
like,
hilarious.
all the monster dads are like, if you, my daughter, if you hurt her or if she goes missing, I'm gonna kill you. They're like, oh, okay. I mean,
But no cap is Zombie Island.
yeah, no, Zombie Island was
Now-
great.
Now, another show that's entirely different, but is also on Cartoon Network, that is just familiar and comfy every time it comes on.
Foster's Home.
The Boondocks.
And dogs.
Sent you a clip earlier today too.
The Boondock. Yeah, Strange actually sent me a clip about the movie theater in the Boondocks episode.
Yo!
And the funny part is, yesterday I was watching excerpt of the Boondocks. It wasn't an excerpt, but it was like a YouTube video about the making of the theme song, which is like Wu-Tang and RZA. And I'm just like, how it was like formed to start an animation studio, and it was just like the Boondocks is iconic, bro. It has so much history. But like, I will sit there, I will watch the Boondocks for hours, man. Like, favorite episode, definitely the dodgeball episode for sure. When they're talking in Mandarin, and they're like, "Oh, homegirl told him some fake story about how we're all gonna get beat and stripped from our families if we don't win." And it's like, it's funny. He doesn't even know what we're saying right now, and Huey's like, "I can't understand what you're saying." It just eviscerates this man with the dodgeball, bro. Like, and that. I hate that we didn't get the the Boondocks reboot that we were promised, but I understand with like the voice actor of Grandpa dying, rest in peace. And part of it was like they were worried about like Twitter outrage, but I'm like, screw these people, man. Unless you're
Yeah.
watching this video, then thank you. But like, we can't come on, man. Like, come on, come on.
Bro. Yo, you want to... Two of my most memorable episodes are Attack of the Killer Kung Fu Wolf Bitch from the second
I love
season, where Grandpa is like just fighting this woman, and it's a whole deal.
Yeah.
and then Huey and Riley, it's a whole deal. Fucking fun. And the iconic callback generating episode, Granddad's Fight, where Granddad fights Colonel H. Stinkmeaner.
Stinkmeaner. Goat it, bruh. Absolute goat it, bruh.
This motherfucker dies and then haunts Granddad later in the series. But the fight itself, Jesus Christ.
With the lawyer, bro. That's so funny. I want. Oh my god! Like in the iconic booty episode as well. Nah, once I'm a warrior. I'm just like, the fact that was based off a real thing though is. You watched the Boondock Strange?
It was it was one of those long time ago things, and I don't know what episode was what, but what I watched was funny. I might have to actually go find it again, and just sit down and rewatch it.
HBO Max. It's all
HBO
on
Max.
HBO Max.
Okay.
Yeah. Go watch it with your wife. This is a test to see if she can,
Oh no.
make it into the Fortress of Solitude where we all rest for eternity. Sarah sent me a Hatsumiku video, so she's in. That was
Wait, Dana, she's literally watching my wife
That-
watching One Piece.
Yo,
What more do you want?
send that
Okay,
video to him.
I'm just saying, if you could put up with that, you could put up anything that happens in the Fortress of Solitude. But I mean, your wife's got the pass. She's watched One Piece, then she's got the prerequisites, and once she watches Fruits Basket, she'll have the course, and then when she watches Yu Yu Hakusho, she'll have her own like spot. Cool.
Yeah. No. One thing for me that's got a vibe that's not quite, I can't find it anywhere else, but it's familiar, comfy, it's fun, it's got a narrative, it's got some heart to it. Trigun, the OG Trigun, just has this feeling that is very fun and engaging. A plot that doesn't make a lick of goddamn sense until they get to actually developing it about, 12 to 24 episodes in. But you gotta, you set the scene. It's a good Western fun time. Add some sci-fi elements in later on. And the reboot that's coming out now from Studio Orange, doing the 3D animation. Yeah, absolutely.
Fire. It's great. It's like,
two for me. I got to run down. The iconic Digimon, like. I finessed someone into buying me the remastered Blu-ray because it's just so good.
When you phrase it like that.
But no, Digimon is such a comfort. All of Digimon, bro. Like, except Fusion, it doesn't count, so I really don't need to say it. But like seasons 1 through 4, seasons 1 through 5, and then the Tri stuff, it's good.
I would not add Tri. Try wanted to be.
Yeah, you're right. I gotta take Try out. But Digimon Last Kuzuna though, that is oh my gosh.
We're getting there. Digimon The Last Kizuna. But
Kizuna, yeah. But like,
and then we move on to Digimon Adventure 2020. Yeah.
Which was fire, which y'all need to finish if y'all didn't, because I recently went back and finished it, and I was like, wow.
No, that's what
they all showed up. We finally got all the megas. Flips table.
No, it was interesting. It was a fun time, And
we took a hell of a detour, but we got there.
It was a detour.
We had about 20 episodes of just Greymon, which I was like, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And this man,
little weird, but
this man went mega before he went ultimate, but okay. It was weird that happened, but we made it.
The power of friendship, man. Power of friendship.
Yeah. But no, season 1, iconic rewatch, comfort, the episode with Ty trying to get through the gate and finding out why he had courage, like the Crest episode, Gemini, the Dark Masters, all goated stuff, man. Like, definitely goated. And then the other season 2 was mid. I'm gonna say that King of Mid for me was season 2. Season 3, hit different. When I was little, I hated it. But watching it as an adult, I'm like, yo.
Yeah. Season 3, I was like, oh wow, we're gonna deal with it. Okay.
And the whole intro, bruh, and the darkness, and then the freaking D-Reaper stuff, and the fusing with humans, and they were inside the Digimon, and then the depressive goodbye, and Dobermon being like, yo, I gotta die now, but whatever. Just
yo. And they even had the R&B track.
Yes.
However, the best supporting girl R&B track to ever come out of an anime is not from Digimon. That place is reserved for Misty
Goat
from Pokemon.
The Goat, which is another familiar and comfy anime. The OG the OG Pokemon. When I say OG, part of me is the original 150, but I'm like, no, because there's not 150 episodes. I would say the original Companion's Journey, don't get me wrong, Hoenn is good. Hoenn is good. But it's no Kanto to Johto. That is phenomenal, bro. Going back to watch that, it's such a vibe. The Orange Island hit, the Johto intro is iconic, and just the whole Misty and Brock's goodbye episode makes me cry, bro. Still to this day, when Ash is climbing up with the spoons and everything, and the episode where like something happened and Team Rocket was trying to like motivate one of Ash's Pokemon. So like they took the L so the Pokemon could like evolve and like learn. That was crazy. But even Hoenn has some good moments too. Like Pokemon definitely is that feel good anime that deserves all the love. And yeah.
Yes. And of course, you know, and the OG dub music. Back when dubs weren't a choice,
Yeah.
your network had to actually adapt and localize. You know, we thinking in the 4Kid days with the One Piece rap.
Still
And,
really good,
just
actually.
good,
No,
Yeah.
that One Piece rap's really good.
all of the music from the OG Pokemon
Angers, bruh.
dub. Yeah, just so good. I'm on the road to
Viridian
Viridian
City.
City.
I'm on the road. Man, so you want to be a master
Pokemon.
That, no reason on God's green earth for that. Like, and then the thing that messed me up was in the actual video. It's like, we all, like, it's like, I forget which Pokemon it is, but it's like doing the wave. Like, I'm just like, bro, what is happening? And the movie's iconic. Like, the first, like, 2000 is, like, the best. Like, just the whole Lugia skit and, like, freaking Misty being jealous and Ash being, like, run up and Team Rocket helping out and, like, just freaking, like, that was, oh my gosh. Like, 1, 2, and 3 was, I think, with Entei, which was also kind of fire.
Yeah, which is
And
also
then-
got sad, which is like, oh.
Yeah, don't even get me started on Celebi, bro. When like
Man.
Celebi died and was trying to eat the grapes, I was like, "Get this out of my face, bro!" Like, I got like Pew trying to drink, like, give water to Yusuke vibes, bro. I was
And
like,
then-
"Get this out of my face."
At the end of the Celebi movie, Pokemon Forever, we learned who Ash was hanging out with the whole time.
Professor Oak,
That was crazy. I was like, yo!
and the fact that that's canon in anime, because there's like, I think it's either Journeys or X and Y that has a picture of Professor Oak. That picture is in Professor Oak's lab. So I'm like, wait. The movies were canon the whole time?
I mean,
Nah.
Yep.
You can't tell me that the greatest Pokemon movie is not Pokemon the movie Genesect and the Legend Awakened. Like,
no,
excuse
it's
me.
not.
That was
It's
ass.
not.
I mean, Mewtwo
can
came
tell you
back
it's
and everybody was like, Mewtwo. But I was like,
Mewtwo Mega with the damn Halo arch looking. No.
yeah, that was.
No. But yeah, Pokemon's a vibe. You know, also Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah.
always
like,
a vibe. you
Always a
know?
vibe. Always the original yell for 3 episodes while I transform, and then, you know,
the fact that we had 4 or 5 episodes. See, here's the thing. We got people talking about how bad Demon Slayer is. How, like, it takes too long to build up for the fight. And, like, the whole season basically one fight and all that stuff. And people saying, like, that about. But, like, y'all hoes, whoever you are. I call everyone hoe, don't get mad. Do not remember the length it took for Gohan to power up. I'm pretty sure that took a whole 2 episodes. Like, we had time to go away to other things, and like he's still yelling, like his brain blessed was popping, like the whole. And then, oh my god, the episode where Goku was talking so slow, explaining something. I'm like, bruh, like just for like to have 2 minutes of actual combat, and that combat was just Boo murdering everybody. Like the whole episode
Yeah,
where it took
murders the planet. Just
like in like 3 seconds. I'm like, at least prolong it. At least show some teleportation. Like that man just
No, that man ate everybody's soul from one location.
that was demonic, bro. Like, and you telling me we gonna beat this? Like, shout out Vegeta.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball, always, you know, there's so many episodes, take so long, but always a vibe. Now,
always.
lightning round, gentlemen. Lightning round. We're running down on time.
Oh, no.
Shows that are just fun trash time fillers.
Prison School. I said it. Judge me. It was trash. It was, but it was like a fun, interesting time. And premise is these 4 boys get into all like there's this all girl school. There's like integrating boys, and the women run the school with the iron fist and everything. And these 4 boys enter the school, and they all get like detention for doing something. They get sent to like what is like prison. And it's a story of how they like try and break out and clear up their name and everything. And it's a time. I think it's like 12 episodes. So, but it is a time.
Okay. Yeah.
I do not recommend you to watch it.
Thanks, Dejan. All right. In other news, my lightning round is Flapjack. Good time. Interesting setup. Doesn't go anywhere. Just character. It's like the SpongeBob of crusty, gross sea life. But fun, memorable, good time.
Yeah, memorable. Yeah.
That is 100%.
I'd have to say Jimmy Neutron. I mean, it's not a bad series. I wouldn't exactly call it trash, but I wouldn't exactly go back and watch it. But if it was the only thing on, I'd watch it.
Yeah, I can see that. Jimmy Neutron was definitely not as much as a pop as I remembered it to be. But
Yeah.
It's one of those that it's very memorable at the time you're watching it, right?
Yeah.
But going back and seeing the CG, it just doesn't age well with the tech, you know.
Yeah, and I don't think the
sometimes
writing jokes
Nope.
and everything didn't hold up either.
No.
Yeah.
But
Also,
you know,
Chowder for me. Like,
yeah, Chowder. Same vibe as Flatback. Fun, kind of dumb humor, memorable characters. Rada. But
Rada.
yeah, has no plot. Like has no real reason for existing. to be frank.
Today we have to make scream bean cheese. How do we do that? Chowder, go get the thing. Okay. I didn't do the thing. Well, that's the end of the episode. Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
So you wrote for Chowder, I see.
Yeah, Chowder was.
And now, Strange, you put these two on the list.
Well, I didn't put one of them on the list, but one of them, just the entirety of the Food Network is just such a turn on. Just let it run. Like, there's slightly interesting stuff. I was like, I would never be able to do that, even if I tried. The 5,000 episodes of Chop there are, you know.
Oh my
It's like,
God,
wow.
all the fucking baking challenges. Like, we're going to do
Yeah.
Pokemon this week. Make a cake that's a Pokemon.
But
I saw that one.
But you have to
cool.
make it atomically correct. Here's actual organs to cook with. It's like, what? No. What?
I'm on second thought not going to tune into that. I was like, maybe I should watch the Food Network.
What kind of black market shop are
Yeah.
you watching?
I was about to say, where are these ingredients coming from, King?
Bro, Pokemon don't exist. Where are they hedging you the ingredients from?
Yeah, I was the one who put the other one, Kelz.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, my oldest sister put me on My 1,000-Pound Life, and it is crazy. They
Everything
all
from
have
TLC,
relationships.
but yes.
They all are very financially well off somehow.
How they
From
can
the
afford all
show.
the food, you know.
There was this one 700-pound girl who broke 2 of her like lifts into bed.
Oh.
And she's like, insurance, I'll buy another one. He's like, okay, get the card. We'll go buy it. It was like $4,000. She just went and bought it. And I'm just like,
Tell
and of course,
my
the
favorite clip.
iconic. Oh, yeah, the iconic clip that I showed you all that one time at Strange's house.
Which is...
Damn.
The funniest. It's like 820.
Damn.
I feel so bad for her,
Lord.
but this is the funniest piece of media I've seen recently. It's just his reaction is just so genuine, and it's just the genuine shock.
Oh no, man. Oh no. Just the fact before that, he was like, at least I know I'm not heavy as Taronda. And then,
Lord.
great, now I gotta go watch that clip. I
Also-
do was generally surprised. Like, go ahead.
In that same vein, 90 Day Fiance.
Oh,
Just the
God,
drama, man. Just the
Oh,
drama.
just the trashiest trash you could probably put on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
You
Everything
just
for DLC.
I don't like the dress. I don't like it. He's not doing anything. I didn't really want to do anything. Blah, blah, blah.
Yo,
I've
flea
summed up
market
an entire
flip.
episode.
Just taking vibes from my grandmother now. Just flea market flip, you know.
Yeah, just, oh my gosh. And
House
Ugh.
hunters.
Or the storage wars or whatever it is. I know it's like mostly
American
fake,
Picker.
but it's kind of funny.
what is it, Sister Wise? That's
Oh no.
wild.
And that's where we end this episode. Thank you for joining us here for shows to just put on Content Breaker. You can catch us on all your podcatchers, talking Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Podcast, at Content Breaker, or on Twitter and Instagram as well, Content Breaker. Gentlemen, you have things too.
Yes, you can find me Aesthetic Dreads with the cool. I am the martyr of anime.
Okay.
Yeah, you watched Precure when you didn't need to.
You can find me, look for Strangely Entertaining on YouTube. I almost forgot where it was. YouTube and Twitch. We're on Twitch. Sometimes I start streaming between 7 and 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I've been streaming the game Hi-Fi Rush, which is really fun. Come check it out. It's actually, no, it is legit good.
Ain't mad at it. Ain't mad at it.
Oh, it was a shadow drop game. I was like, look, if you keep shadow
does that
dropping these
mean?
games
What
in
does
my
that
life,
mean?
They just came out. Like, they put out the trailer and they said it's ready. Here you go, buy it. And it's like, wow, nobody knew it was coming. The shadow drop.
Nobody.
Yo, give me
I even
trombone
know
arrow.
this. Oh, Lord. Oh.
All right. Yes, very excited about all that. Of course, check the other product at your typical Shonen Protagonist on all your podcasts. We'll catch y'all next week for more